Okay, let's have a look around this 1998 genuine Defender 90 50th anniversary 4 litre V8 automatic. As always, finished in Atlantis blue metallic. Spec wise, it's pretty standard spec. It's got a matching set of 5 BFG terrain tyres on it, on the pewter rims. As always, they're always Atlantis blue, as we've said. It's got the tubular side steps on it, the roll cage. This one's also got, in addition to the usual 90 50th anniversary spec, it's got 4 individual auxiliary lights mounted on the cage, which look as if they're probably a dealer fit, because they're actually quite well done. I don't think someone's lashed them up. I think that's been properly done by the look of it. It's also got a big warm winch with remote control on the front. The winch all works properly, and it's also got a steering guard on the front of it. Obviously, you see the number plate is probably the best one you can ever get on a Defender, on a 50th certainly. Also looks like it's got a Kenlo fan behind the grille there. What else do we have? It's standard 50th anniversary spec, really. Mud flaps front and rear, NAS rear step, all the bits and bobs. Right, let's go around and pick out some good bits and bad bits. Paint, as always on these, is starting to get electrolytic reaction on it. They always tend to, but it's reasonably straight. It doesn't look as if it's led too hard a life. It's actually a reasonably low mileage one. This one is showing, I think, 88,000 miles from memory. Around the front end, we've got a myriad sort of little tiny nicks and scratches in the bonnet, and it looks like a couple of sort of depressions just there and there. Someone's actually tried to stand on the bonnet in the past. They're not dents as such, but it is sort of slightly more ripply than they usually are on one of these. But there are quite a lot of say small scratches on the bonnet in various places, and also a bit of looks like bird lime hasn't been taken off properly there because it's damaged the lacquer a bit. But it is, 14 years old now, but I have seen better painted bonnets on one of these, put it that way, but it's not too bad. Around the front end, we have got a slight depression there, paint unbroken, but a faint depression just there on the near side front light unit. So I'm just waking up this morning, get a lot of things wrong. Looking down the near side, it looks pretty straight down. There's a tiny parking dink in the near side door, but otherwise not too bad. There's a paint chip been touched in just down there. Very, 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 very faintly, just on the very edge of the near side eyebrows, very, very slightly scuffed. That may be from a car wash, in fairness. A couple of minor scratches up here on the wing top, but otherwise the near side front wing is all pretty good. The screen is all fine. Scuttle corner on the near side looks good. The screen hinge has, as always, lost a lot of paint. Some of it's been touched in the correct colour, I think, but they always tend to lose the paint on these, the screen hinges. But the scuttle corner itself looks good, as does the A-post. Near side door, so 1 or 2 small parking dinks in it here and there, and there's a couple of marks which may well come out of the scratches or what they are really, but in fact yes, they're coming off with a bit of a fingernail. Yeah, just sort of dirty marks really. A couple of scratches around the door latch. Inside here, say standard 50th anniversary really. It's got the cloth seats. It's got all the headlining and everything like that. Dash is all there. It's still got its carpets underneath the mats. The seats could perhaps do with a valet. It has been on a farm, this one, and I suspect the previous owner wore his farm gear in it. So the seats are a little bit grubby, and perhaps could benefit from a full valet. And there's 1 or 2 areas just where the stitching has come undone on the seams on the seats. There's a bit there and a little bit on the same on the driver's seat, but that's minor really. Door frames. Near side front door frame actually is very good. Shuts nicely. Near side rear wing. All looks pretty good. There's a couple of areas of electrolytic reaction just coming up. A little bit there underneath the paint, a little bit there. There's some sort of, I don't know what this is really, if it's a scar or No, it's coming again. That's coming off. If I scratch it, it's coming off. It looks like we'll have a sticker on there at some point. It's wax. That's coming away, so we'll get rid of that. Another bit of reaction there. On the near side rear wing, there's a couple of areas of reaction where the paint has come off that have been touched in there and there. But otherwise, the near side rear wing's pretty good. Around the tail end, again, a couple of bits where reaction has been touched in there on the bottom. Tailgate is just starting to get some reaction up here in the usual spot. Let's have a look inside. Oh, it's had a rear work light on it at some point in the past, which has subsequently been disconnected. It's no longer working. In the back here, as I say, again, standard V8. 50th anniversary ones. It's got the seats and the seat belts and everything. They're all in place. Tailgate. There's a small hole in the corner of the frame just there, but otherwise the frame actually feels, apart from in the very corners, both corners have got small holes in them, but the rest of the frame feels pretty good and it's still capable of supporting the tailgate. Again, some electrolytic reaction in the offside rear corner. This is probably the sort of the most electrolysed part of the car, really. There's some up there that hasn't broken through the paint, some there that has, a bit around the light unit that has. And the finishing section here has been touched in several places just to keep the reaction at bay. Looking down the offside, it looks pretty straight down there, no problems at all. Offside rear wing looks good. Again, one or two spots of reaction coming up here and there, but that all looks okay. Offside door. Again, that'll probably come off, I think, by the look of it. I don't think that's a scratch. No, that's coming off. So a couple of marks on the near side door, but I think those will come off. Offside front wing. We've got some reaction here around the cage, where the cage goes in, but no more than that. And there's a very slight depression just there in the front of the near side front wing. Again, paint unbroken though. Scuttle corner looks first class, as does A-post. And inside, again, this mat's seen better days. Let's see if we can find another slightly newer mat. Obviously, we've had a lot of rain and stuff here, so it's a bit muddy inside at the minute. But all the footwell carpets and stuff are all still there. Driver's door, just that trim clip has come away there, but otherwise actually feels reasonably good. It's difficult to tell with these. They've got the slightly better sealing on the bottom of them, but it doesn't feel as if it's gone through anywhere. And it's not got any movement in the hinges, so I guess that's okay. Oh yeah, the driver's seat. Just again, a bit of stitching's come away there on the back of the driver's seat backrest. The stitching on the seam has just started to split just there, and it's a bit misshapen where it's been against the centre console, just the side of the seat there. But that's what you get with these. That's about it, I think. My name's Simon. You can reach me on 0771 906 9353, or in the office on 0118 946 3352, or you can go to our website, which is www.motodrome.co.uk. We take part exchanges, we take Visa and MasterCard, credit cards and debit cards with a 2% surcharge for credit cards, and we can obviously have it delivered or shipped anywhere in the world, obviously at a cost. That's about it. And